You know, you have that little voice in your head saying, I should be able to manage, I should be able to do this, this and this, all of it together. You know, you feel like you should be able to do it all.
You look a bit tired this morning, Richard.
Yeah, I'm struggling to sleep at the moment, to be honest. So,
Why? What's going on?
Just stressed about lots of different things, trying to meet some deadlines and get work done. So it's really stressing me out at the moment.
Oh, I've had a bit of a revelation about that.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Tell us more.
I've realised that I'm not God. I can't be God, so I better give up trying to be God.
I was going to say, good for you, Noel, but
Well, I just can't control anything. Like, I think there's some bits that I think we can control, but when you actually boil it down, we're hardly in control of anything at all.
that's the hardest thing for me, is that control thing. I'm a control freak and I like to have everything in control, but I find that really is a hard thing, because you're always trying to juggle things and trying to keep in control of it all. I try to, like my kids, I manage their schedules, I manage the household, I work, and I'm just got all these balls that I'm juggling, and I don't know, I can't let go of it.
Yeah, I struggle with deadlines, trying to keep up with everything and try and meet everything. It keeps me up at night and stresses me out. So, I don't know, how do you cope?
Well,
Why do we feel like we have to control, you know?
Well, for me, I've just coming to see more and more that I'm not God, and I don't have to try and pretend to be God, you know? Part of our control thing is because we feel that we need to take hold of it all.
Well, just, you know, you have that little voice in your head saying, you know, I should be able to do this all, I should be able to manage, I should be able to do this, this and this, all of it together. You know, society tells us that, I guess, but it's, you know, you feel like you should be able to do it all.
Yeah, and there's an inner pressure as well as a societal one, isn't there? Yeah. We're very hard on ourselves sometimes.
Yeah, I suppose if you feel like you should do it, because if you don't do it, it's all going to fall apart and nothing's going to work anymore. And
I know that I should trust people and let go, but I just can't. I find that that's one of the hardest things for me, is to say, you know, my head tells me, you know, other people can do it and do it just as well, if not better, but it's just that feeling of, if I let go of that, is it still going to work? Is it still going to be the same?
yeah, so
I find it really hard.
Did you get any revelations that actually provide some help with the realisation that you're not God?
Well, the other side of that is that God is God. You know, I don't have to say, or we don't have to say, I'll let God take control of this situation. God already is. Like, there's no part of my life or anyone's life that he's not already God over. There's no empty space where God is not. So it's just to recognise that that is the case, and rather than say, well, I have to control everything, to say, no, God's already here. I can trust what's going to happen.
So it's not a matter of thinking, I'll give control to God and letting go and fearing that control going, because he's already there. So
exactly right.
Yeah, I suppose I tend to lean on prayer as a help that helps me through stress. So where I fall apart, even in the middle of the night when things are bothering me on my mind and stressing me out, that just gives me rest to know that it's his problem now to deal with. It's not my issue to deal with necessarily and direct. And it gives me that sense of peace and calmness, and it actually helps me get to sleep too. But it gives me that perspective of also what's important to me as well. So I don't sweat the little stuff then so much. So
and nobody really wants to, like, it's that you don't want anybody to see you out of control, or that fear of, you know, unravelling in front of people.
My wife often says that God is a safe place to unravel. She saw me unravelling, and it was a great comfort to me at certain points. And
because there's no judgment, is there?
There's no judgment, no.
No, even if you don't quite get it right.
Yeah, and sometimes some of the things that we're most fearful of, in fact, when they unravel, God's doing something there that's really important for us.
Yeah.
So we don't need to be in control.
No. And that's why, for me, one of the most beautiful verses in the Bible is, come unto me, all you who labour and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest.
It must be a really freeing thing then, isn't it?
It is.
To just be able to let go.
Mm.